What is up, Gamer Army? Welcome back to Psycho Gamer. I'm your illustrious host, Aubrey, and today we're going to talk about prices. What kind of prices? Well, a couple of the games we talked about the last video or two, they actually have unveiled the prices finally through Walmart.com. What games are those? Well, you're going to have to stay tuned, but before you do, make sure you hit that like and subscribe and turn on those post notifications so you know exactly when I'm going to release some new information. We'll go over that right after this. Stay tuned. All right. Welcome back. I hope you liked that intro as always. But a few of these games that I've got on here, they've been doing pre-orders for a little bit, but we're still going to take a look at those prices nonetheless. Overinflated prices, but I think some of these prices, I think they're going to be a little bit high across the board. So we're going to talk about these Junior Arcade One Up cabinets, I guess you could say. They're not the biggest things in the world, but they are going to be great for kids. So we're going to switch over to my computer. Choo! And as you can see here, we have the Arcade One Up Pac-man Junior Arcade without a stool. Which I thought they were all going to come with a stool, but I guess in this case, it's not going to. Price point is $279. So, again, this looks like it is going to be plastic more than anything else, but it is going to come fully pre-assembled. So, you are not going to have to go full IKEA on this one and actually put the entire cabinet together. I'm wondering if this is going to open up. Looks like it might open up as a coin door. Maybe a place for kids to store some toys or something. You know, it could be any number of things. You know, it's showing the big giant buttons as we saw in the last video. So, I mean, I don't know how you could really play with a big giant ball like that for a joystick. I just don't see it. But, you know, I think it's going to be cool for kids, and you know, parents will be able to put it near their own arcade cabinets if they want to. If they want to get a little competition going on. It's like, Daddy, I beat you. Well, you have unlimited lives, so hush. But, you know, you go down here, it's going to just basically go over all the same information as we already went over. It's going to be powered through micro USB, which is kind of weird because it's kind of a dying cable. You're really not even finding that in smartphones in most cases these days. Ring doorbells, yes. Cell phones, not so much. Maybe a flip phone of some sort for grandma and grandpa because they don't want to learn how to use a smartphone. But, you know, this is still kind of a cool little gift that you can get for kids. You know, you're going to be getting Dig Dug, Galaga, Pac-Man. So it's more than just one game. It's more than just Pac-Man. So there's going to be a few games that are going to be on here. And yes, as I missed in the last video, it is going to have unlimited lives so your kids can play as long as they want to. Will your kids get to a kill screen for Pac-Man? I don't know. Might make Billy Mitchell look a little sad. If you don't know that name, go watch the movie King of Kong. So he was made out to be a bad guy. In reality, he's kind of a jerk in real life too. But that's the character he portrays, and that's what he wants to be known as, it seems, as the bad guy. The next one is going to be Paw Patrol as well. Now, if you remember, we watched these videos having the actual stool. So I don't know why these don't have the stool, but there's a good possibility that it may cost a little more to get it with a stool. Maybe another $20. It could cost another $50. But as we can see right now, it doesn't look like they actually have a SKU that comes with the stool. All right, so the next few games, we have gone over these. One of them actually is coming out in the next day or two. And I actually have seen people get them in their homes already. So I've seen a couple people show pictures that they've got it. They've already built it. I guess they got it shipped to them a little faster than it was supposed to. Street Fighter II, Big Blue Arcade. If you have not pre-ordered it, you not put your money down for it, definitely put your money down on it if this is a cabinet you want to get at this $599 price point. It does come out the 3rd, as it says right there, of October. Actually, I was thinking it was this month, but I'm behind. Don't mind me. But it is a cool looking cabinet. It is a big cabinet compared to any of the previous Arcade 1-Up cabinets. Why? It's mostly because of your actual marquee up here. So from what I understand, though, it does light up. So that's not necessarily a bad thing. But, you know, it is a unique looking cabinet, especially when it comes to the playing cabinets that we're used to from Arcade 1-Up. So again, if you haven't pre-ordered it, go pre-order it. Hopefully, all the stuff going on the Pacific coast with the dozens and dozens of ships stuck off of the shore won't affect the release for you guys. Again, I've seen 1 or 2 people that have already gotten them. Why and how they got them already, I have no clue, but I don't know. Maybe you could get lucky. Next one we have is the Simpsons 30th Edition Arcade. Release date, according to BestBuy.com, mind you, same with that Street Fighter 2, is the 30th of November. So you still got a little ways to go. I still think this price is just absolutely insane, especially based off of what the previous 4-player games have been, especially since you're only going to get 2 or 3 games on this particular cabinet. So, I mean, the Ninja Turtle cabinet, it's still up there as well, but I mean, when I got my cabinet that you see back behind me, it was $500. I got it for a discount rate because I guess I got it out on sale or something for like $400. So, but do you see yourself spending this much on the Simpsons arcade? We at least know that it does come with the Simpsons bowling on it. So that's at least a plus that we've actually got that answer already. So if you didn't know that, that was announced. It was unveiled just within the past couple of weeks. So go check out the Arcade 1-Up website, and they've got all that good information. Or you could go to here where you have the overview. It may actually tell you what games you got. But even if it doesn't, which it does, The Simpsons and The Simpsons Bowling. So 2 whopping games on here. But this game's a fun game. I don't know if I would want to go buy this again. Now, do I regret buying the Ninja Turtle cabinet? No, I really don't. But the issue with this is these beat-em-ups are great if you have people come over all the time and you guys want to play. But there's not that much replay value when it comes to them. Simpsons Bowling might, but Simpsons itself, Ninja Turtles itself, I even hate to say it, but even if they do manage to make a Sunset Riders game, there's only so much that you can do to enjoy that game so many times. I don't know. It would look great in somebody's home arcade. Ninja Turtles in Time. Speaking of Ninja Turtles, this is coming out at $649.99. Only 2 games on it. Ninja Turtles, the arcade, and also Turtles in Time. This is just basically a re-release of what you see back behind me. They might have a little bit better buttons. They might have a little bit better screen, backlit marquee. But in terms of that, it's pretty much the exact same game with coin slot doors. Ooh, ah. October 17th is what we're looking at with this particular release date. Now, if there are other vendors, they may have a little bit different price points. They might have a little bit different release dates. They're going to be released in about the same amount of time. So please don't come on and say, hey, they've got it for this date, you've got it for this date, and so forth. So it's going to vary from vendor to vendor, especially when it comes to their websites. They might be a few days off. They might be a week or 2 off. It really depends. Each place might have different SKUs where one might come with a stool, one might not. So again, it varies from vendor to vendor. And the last game we're going to look at is the Arcade1up Pong head-to-head gaming table. It is on Walmart.com right now for $599.99. Now, is this for pre-order? You would think it would be, but it says add to cart and purchase it. Now, arrives by September 9th. So if you do manage to pre-order this game or order this game, you should be getting it within the next week or so. So it is great that they are releasing this particular cabinet. It does have that full-on retro look. I don't know if I actually ever did a full-on look at this particular cabinet. But, you know, you got your 2 buttons. You have your spinner, your on-off volume control, and you have an extra button underneath for some of those other games that require the button. Now, what games are going to come on here? Well, there's going to be a number of different games that are going to come on here. 12 different games. It's going to come a Pong, obviously. Pong Doubles, Pong Sport, Quadra Pong. And it's going to come with Warlords, Tempest, Super Breakout, Circus Atari, Destroyer, Avalanche, Major Havoc, and Indy 500. So we're going to get a little bit of a racing game in there as well. So 17-inch screen, 2 clear deck protectors, which I'm assuming those are for your actual decks themselves. Hopefully they have one that goes over the actual screen itself. They should, theoretically. Real fill arcade controls, easily assembled, adjustable volume, game selection screen, and it has your AC outlet plug. It is 68 pounds, so it is a little bit lighter than what you're looking at with the bigger arcade one-ups that you're seeing right here. So there are some really good deals to be had. So if you haven't pre-ordered this one and you think it is going to look good in your arcade, make sure that you follow the link below and order and pre-order. I don't have any kind of affiliate links having to do with Walmart. They didn't like me enough. So, but I'm going to post links to each one of these games down below, as well as links to all of the equipment that I actually have right at my fingertips right here. So whether it's my camera, whether it's my lighting, whether it's the computer itself, make sure you check out some of those links and see if those are some items that you may actually want to use for your actual setup as well. So, but that's really going to do it for today, guys, in terms of the gaming news. So things that have been going on here, you know, I got this new microphone, which I'm hoping to maybe do a little recording with my phone, seeing how it actually works out. I had to get an adapter to make the actual microphone work with my cell phone. So I don't know. I'm considering making another web page or a web page period, as well as another YouTube channel for things not related specifically to gaming. So maybe once I do that, I'll link you guys here, just in case you guys want to maybe learn about more information on making your own YouTube channel and things associated with making a YouTube channel or streaming or things to that effect. So, but make sure you hit that like and subscribe, guys. Turn on those post notifications like I mentioned at the beginning of this video. I appreciate all of you coming out, checking out my video, checking out the content, and we'll see you next time. And until then, guys, game on.